Welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about, did Kiba really have a chance at becoming Hokage? And now in this situation and what I'm talking about, I am taking Naruto completely out of the situation. Naruto's the main character. He was becoming Hokage regardless, no matter who was stronger than him, at the same level or slightly below him. And Kiba's a few tiers below Naruto. So we know that Naruto would still be Hokage. But Kiba did have a dream about being Hokage. Now, can he gain that Kage level strength? And did he have the metric stick to measure up to everyone else in the Konoha 12 to become Hokage? And after this, we're going to use the Chunin exams as a prime example, and maybe the Sasuke retrieval arc, as Kiba did fight in the Chunin exams. And after that, the rankings between them as Chunin is kind of a little in the matter, at least for my rankings. My rankings would have put, taking Sasuke and Naruto at the conversation, would have been Neji, Rock Lee, of course Gaara, and Shino. Then I'd put Kiba. Now, in this instance, Kiba is ranked last, at least among the people I did rank, but he is 5 among other people. I think he would beat Choji in a fight, of course, and I would think he would beat Tenten in a fight. Come on. Now, I know beating Tenten in a fight isn't really a feat, but right? But within this, Kiba, could he climb the ranks to beat someone like Shino? Shino, though they would have the same level of strength, Shino does have more broken abilities, of course, within his bugs and his abilities would just perfectly combat those of Kiba's abilities with Akimaru. Now, Akimaru and him, with their collaborative techniques, could possibly blitz Shino. But Shino, in a setting, if they were to fight in a forest, he has bugs to mask Shino's smell, to mask his own smell, Shino's, right? Among that, he would have many more ways to poison and inflict Kiba in any instance if they were to ever go head on. After that, you have to be Shino versus Neji. Neji would win that quite easily. I don't think that has to be really discussed. But for Kiba to climb the rankings, what could he improve on? Within that, nothing. He don't got the dojutsu, no special technique to really even compete with Neji at that level. And Rock Lee is beating the brakes off that boy Kiba. So out of all of them, Kiba, at least in the Chunin exams, would lose. Now, if you go to adult Kiba, he still loses mass majority of those fights. Him and Rock Lee are at a closer level in the war arc. I think so. So they would be at a pretty close level. He would still lose to Rock Lee, of course, because of Rock Lee's speed, and then he would lose to Shino because Shino was just a bad matchup in general against him. And Neji, he would lose to. Even though Neji doesn't have a lot of feats in Shippuden, of course, Neji is still one of the most strongest in the Konoha 12. So he really doesn't have a chance when looking at the other candidates between the Konoha 12 outside of Naruto and Sasuke. When you have to consider how strong he is and how strong he has to be to protect the village. He's just not as strong. He's the 6th, 7th strongest in the Konoha 12 after you remove, well, once you go down the list. But so it is weird that he keeps saying he's gonna be a Hokage. I'm glad they switched him up. I don't know what he's doing in Boruto for real. At least you gotta tell me in the comment section. But for him to climb the rankings, he would have to be able to be on the level of Neji and then surpass the level of Neji, which is a tough feat regardless. Neji is very much powerful. Granted, he should be even more powerful in the war arc, as him and Sasuke should have gone at it, and he was stronger than Sasuke in the first part of Naruto before the curse mark. So Neji was like that, and Neji still could have been like that, but they killed off my man. But with Kiba's a character that had the aspirations, that wanted to be Hokage, and just doesn't have anything special with him except the dog. He has Akimaru. Within Akimaru, does give him a duo in a fight, so he does have an extra body in the fight, which does not level out against the genjutsus or the special powers of someone with a Byakugan and a Sharingan. And even Rock Lee speed, you can't really measure. He's not on that kind of level of Rock Lee's speed, nor can he beat Shino, but Shino is more of a type disadvantage, at least to me. Right? So no, Kiba did not have a chance at becoming Hokage. But if you were to play around with the idea of him becoming Hokage and surpassing Neji, which at the base minimum he has to do, the leaf would be absolutely destroyed in any type of attack or invasion, just because Kiba would be stronger than Neji, so he'd be fine fighting one-on-one. He just wouldn't be enough to protect the village on his own, as much as the other Hokages can do on their own. He would be the weakest Hokage by far, outside of maybe Tsunade. Even then, Tsunade is insanely broken, but Kiba doesn't have those feats to measure up, and to give him those feats would just be unrealistic. So, no, he doesn't have a chance. But maybe you can make a case for him beating Shino, but he would have to surpass Neji in strength, and he just doesn't have enough to do that. Anyway, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.